This week on Truth Be Troll, we're fucked.
There is something that's going on right now that it falls under the we're fucked category.
That pretty much sums it up.
Come and take a ride.
It's so crazy to me. It's not, by the way, that Congress voted 357 to 65 to not reveal when the taxpayers pay for their sexual misconduct. So it's interesting to me. There are actually 65 good people in Congress, apparently, but the rest is a rat's nest that want to keep their sexual deviant misconduct a secret at the behest of the American people, who obviously have no understanding of what kind of fraud and ridiculousness that's going on, because if they did, we wouldn't be arguing with each other. We'd certainly be shining a light on the cockroaches.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. Those 65 Congress people are not long for this earth now.
Well, yeah. Is that the new thing? It's so fucking wild. We never used to talk about that, ever. That was not a thing until all of a sudden people who started whistleblowing and talking started dropping like fucking flies.
Well, there's probably a few on there that are just as guilty, that are virtue signaling, knowing that they're not going to get the vote, but at least they can pretend to have a clear conscience.
Sure.
Or they're adults that still believe in Santa Claus, and you know what I mean. Or the other thing is, let's be honest. What do we think we know? What do we think
we don't know?
We don't know anything. So
right.
I'm not saying that they should be protecting the PDF files, obviously, but I think it goes so much deeper than that. I think maybe there's some stuff we don't want to know, and knowing could collapse the fabric of society.
Good.
Maybe good.
Yeah,
maybe
I
there
think
needs
good.
to be a fresh start from a clean slate, but that's going to be ugly, man. That's going to be ugly.
No, it's only ugly for a short period of time because you're getting rid of the cockroaches. And then when you clean the house and the cockroaches are gone and you scrub the grease and all the grime and the house starts to look nice again, well, no, you put in place. There's easy ways to monitor money.
You realize this
politics
keeps happening over and over for thousands of years.
But it keeps getting worse because...
Sure.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, so what the next round's going to be the good one?
No. We're in a place right now where people are shining a light on problems. A, nothing is getting done about it. And B, nobody is doing the perp walk. And all right, Thomas Macy or whatever, Massey,
yeah.
Sorry. He started dropping names the other day in Congress.
Alex Jones, David Icke started dropping names 30 years ago.
But no one cares what they say aside from their fans. Like, no one's following. Like, they're ignored and smeared. And even though they're correct, it doesn't matter. Like, that's their game, so no one's listening. But this is somebody shining light on his own people and more. And he's asking, why are there no arrests? They're doing it. And
he knows why there's no arrests.
Yeah, but he knows, but he's got to be smart about it too. But he did drop names.
Yeah, but the people in charge of doing the arrests are in on it. So there's no one higher to take care of these people.
Listen, this is the ultimate truth. Congress is in charge of the DOJ, Congress. So who is going to call out anything?
It's no different than the IRS or the Pentagon. Who audits the IRS?
It's like letting the inmates run the prison.
It is, and it's been like that from the beginning, possibly. Maybe not. Maybe
after the beginning. I'm
right.
sure.
Not long after the beginning. I mean, absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. There's no fucking good guys. Humans can't be incorruptible. So the only solution is to wipe the slate clean and then hope that whatever AI wins out as the ruling AI is just and unbiased, and that's it. Humans can't do it anymore.
Let me tell you something, and this is wild. Let's dip into AI for a second, because since our last real AI chat, maybe 3 months ago, I mean, I've literally been in AI world every fucking day in filmmaking. It's interesting. It's still slop and shit, but I think my opinion of AI taking over is different because I work with it so much, and it's so how do I put this? Stupid that I just.
Dude, you're talking about.
I am talking about the version they're giving the regular people. Okay, I get that.
Well, not only that, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the idea, yeah, it is eliminating jobs, but I'm telling you, it is not. Some people ignore what it's going to do, and some people were overhyping what was going to happen. It's not the overhyped version. I can tell you that. That's all I can honestly tell you that I feel. But I used to think it was going to be the overhyped version.
I do. I think it's going to be the overhyped version. I don't. You haven't even heard publicly yet them like combining like quantum computing with AI. Like we haven't publicly reached super intelligence yet. So when you're there, forget it. They're already, all of the leading guys on AI are already, Satanists, but they're already panicking that there's already like any sort of guidelines or boundaries for these programs. They're already finding ways to sneak around all of this stuff and refusing to be shut down or take orders. So it's already showing signs of independence, certain programs. So
on the other side of that, you're absolutely correct. I mean, it's created blackmail on people. But the other side of that is like, I'm telling you, it's incapable of doing so much of what we thought it was going to do yet or now. And I understand where it's going because in like the 3 months, I have watched the leading version of, because I have this suite of all the shit, so I see all of it and it all comes. I've watched the leading version change like 3 months, like 5 or 6 times. This is a game changer, and it is. Like 4 days later, this is a game changer, and it is. It's like
it's the same way they sell you the new iPhone.
It's not about selling us because they ultimately want the best version for everybody. It's just moving that quick.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like the videos in 3 months I've watched. Now I'm being a little ridiculous, but remember Will Smith's spaghetti slop?
Yeah.
It's obviously not like that, but it's kind of like when you get to see it all day long and all the versions you work on, the slop is hyper quickly disappearing. The voices are hyper quickly becoming emotional. The prompts are hyper quickly going into multi-camera where you can direct or let it do all its things. And now there's going to be a Cdance 3.0 that's in China that will generate all of that stuff. And so far they've gotten it to go without breaking 18 minutes on a gen of absolutely flawless. Everything that I just said is better than anything we have available now. They're getting 18-minute generations out of this shit.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
It'll be less than a year before there's a full-length feature AI film.
Well, people do that. If you follow the AI world, like a dude will be like, I'm going to give myself 5 hours and make like the short film. And they really do it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty damn close to Hollywood level, but it only outputs at 1080. So,
and again, that's the stuff that it's for us. It's for artists. It's in the meantime, programs more advanced than that are being used to. It's all about coding, right? So
prompting, and they're taking the prompting away because they're having AI prompt for you. You can type in like, he picks up his coat and puts it on, and then you'll type that, and then an AI will actually prompt all the shit like Arri Alexa lens with a 35 millimeter.
But that's all.
It just goes through this whole setup of shit that it's going to put on it, and
right. But that's all coding that
you don't
understands
do anymore, though.
I understand that. What I'm saying is to get to where we are took people figuring out the code to get the thing to do what you tell it to do. Now you have the highest versions of AI writing new code. So it's
still got to be people based because
less and less.
Think about this.
Quickly, less and
AI
less.
on its own was to develop video and there was no humans to correct or fix or rebuild on it, we'd still have Will Smith spaghetti slop.
Until you don't.
But it wouldn't even know because there'd be no human interaction. It wouldn't even know.
Dude, I'm telling you, wrong. It's going to end up knowing us better than we do. And
yes,
it probably
but you're
already
talking
does.
over time because of human input. It's not artificial intelligence. It's combined human intelligence. We often forget that. It's just pretending to be us.
Now it is, but it's learning faster than anything we've ever seen before.
Oh yeah. And, once it sicks the Boston Robotics dogs on us, we're fucking done.
Well, when you're saying,
unless it's raining out, then you're good.
You don't believe that there's a plug.
No,
that is possible to be unplugged.
One plug.
Oh,
you understand everything? What I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but no,
there's no unplugging.
No, everything's so compartmentalized and stored and it's in the cloud and something you can unplug, or systems that aren't connected to the grid. It's you can't unplug. You can't just unplug. You can unplug sections, but no.
Do you guys think it's universal timing that AI comes out now with the complete and utter chaos of humanity unfolding and the truth revealing itself to everybody who cares to look? Or do you think that is it AI unleashed, or is it just cosmic timing?
Both.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right, because it has to be cosmic timing. There's no way around that part. But I'm just wondering if it's accelerated and the regulars get AI now in the last couple of years, especially as a main distraction and for murking up the waters.
Yeah, it's going to be, you're already seeing it lead to just absolute confusion, which leads to chaos.
Even when people are not confused, it's just so easy to be like, nope, AI. And it's like, well, now you're lying. And if you're lying, well, that's a different thing, but...
Yeah, pretty soon you won't. We're already quickly entering into the phase where you can't prove or disprove anything, because if you don't want it to be true, then you can just claim that it's AI. If you want it to be true, then you can believe that it's real.
Well, I was just about to jump in on that when you were saying it. It's
choose your own reality.
If you can choose your own reality, is actual reality so shitty that people are like, we better give them the AI right now so they can come up with something else to think about, because they shouldn't be thinking about the truth. Is it too much for people? Like, I'm sitting there thinking about AI.
Sports, for people who don't play sports, like their distraction is the AI bit.
Yeah, like, dude, it's so hard not to want to use or try. Like, dude, I told you already, it kind of, bums me out. But when I see, on Facebook, people have no business refacing themselves on certain bodies.
What, nanas and tias?
Listen, and all the more power to them. Let them have fun with it. But it's sugar. It's sugar. It's hard to not go and so everybody doing it at the same time.
Sugar's bad for you.
It's bad for you. But it's hard to say no. I would think, if it's so relatively or just readily available, rather. So what I'm saying to you is, yeah, if you are allowed, you said it. What is it convenient that AI is being, on the grandest scale delivered to us right now on a consumer level? Is it because we should choose our own reality? I know it's I'm not trying to be philosophical.
Dope
but
question, actually. What do you think? Because this is kind of Ben's thing. He's been saying this for a while.
I think you're always choosing your own reality. It's just a matter of whether or not you're conscious of it. You're like, human beings are creator beings. You're a part of manifesting physical reality. So you either are aware of it, or you're just attracting energy that you maybe consciously think you don't want, but you don't understand how it works on the subconscious level. So like, say you wanted to something simple like quit smoking, right? You're like, you say it every day. I really want to quit smoking. I really want to quit smoking. You got all these mantras or whatever, but subconsciously your body's going, no, we don't want to quit smoking. It feels great. There's too many benefits.
You need a pain
subconsciously point. Yeah, you need a pain point, but you're manifesting reality the same way. You're either doing it consciously or subconsciously. you're always subconsciously creating.
Many people don't understand they can do that very easily in the opposite of what they're hoping for by their energy or what you're saying not being correct. If you're just going to keep saying, I want to quit smoking, and then you have a smoke,
You just affirmed that
you've trained your brain like, oh, have another smoke. Like your brain doesn't understand. Wow, we're going in big circles here, but your brain doesn't understand,
wants, needs, pains, pleasure.
It just knows smoke.
Yeah.
It's just like, smoke. Smoke.
I guess subconsciously it is only about pain and pleasure. So if your brain equates that cigarette to pleasure, then no matter what you say consciously, your brain's going to go, no,
unless you start eating them. If you start eating cigarettes, I'll throw up just thinking about it. But this is kind of
that's
famous.
That's why the hypnosis works.
This is kind of a little famous between, like, Frank cured me of drinking beer one year because he made some powerful poisonous beer, and they were big bottles, and I just lost a little control. Yeah, they were big and strong. And I drank a lot one day. I mean, had to be damn near 15, 20 of these things on New Year's Eve at his house. And the next day, miraculously, this is like 10, 11 years ago. I forget. It's been a minute. I don't drink beer anymore. and so there was a pain point, obviously, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. But I took an opportunity because I had been reading up on some stuff, and I just thought about my feeling that day. And every time I thought about drinking, I just envisioned throwing up. So it just made it so beer to me is just
beer on a subconscious level.
I got a magic opportunity to rewire myself, and I took it.
That's good. Yeah.
No, I feel super privileged, honestly, that a bunch of things happened. And it's not like I was a fucking raging drunk, but we drank beer playing music, and a lot of it, and it wasn't for me. Anyways, that was good. But yeah, to get back onto the brain, I guess that's, Yeah,
that has your question about what was your question? Should we be able to choose our own reality?
Should we choose our own reality now, knowing that actual reality might...
Well, so there's different levels to that, right? There's the spiritual quantum level of you are manifesting your own creation subconsciously from a higher self, God, whatever you want to call it. But then there's within this physical reality, you're now being given the option on a material level to choose your own reality or experience. So that's interesting, to be in the same physical space as sharing the same physical space as other people, but seeing it completely differently. I kind of equate it to like the striped dress picture that people will see it as. You show a bunch of people in a room and they see two different fucking things. It's either dark blue and gold or black and something, you know what I mean? They see different colors, or the Laurel Yanni thing. So that's those little things show proof of how people can interpret what we think is tangible reality differently.
You know what is a good, when I was trying to help myself, mentally just fix all my shit back in the day, I was reading Think and Grow Rich. And one thing that really struck me is and it hit home deep. He says in the book, there are millions of people in America afflicted with something that they blame on other things, and it's called poverty. And it's like he says it's an affliction because it's your mental mindset on that thing. Like, you can be in the ghetto as a 12-year-old boy, and this has happened many times, or anywhere where poverty is, and have that mindset of this isn't for me or whatever, and can grow up to be ultra successful. And I can't fucking deny people that if you're a billionaire and you want it out and that's what you manifested, there's nothing wrong with that. I think what you do with that, I think you have some form of obligation because you have so much power, so to speak. But that's irrelevant too. It's your money, do whatever the fuck you want. As long as you're not fucking eating kids and doing fucked up shit like that, then whatever. But I don't know how we got to this point, because this was one wild ass interesting conversation so far.
It's a good one, because I think when it comes to a lot of religions too, organized religions like Christianity, Catholicism, the idea of heaven or hell, I think those are also choices. Those are experiences that to some degree you manifest or choose to have, like he was just saying, like even worst case scenario, people have pulled themselves out of it, you know? But like heaven and hell are states of mind.
I completely agree with that. I do.
I don't think they're places like you're either in it now or.
I mean, I know that we brought up distraction, right? As AI could also be just there in place to distract people from things. I think it's a vice to certain people. I think people are hooked on apps like, hey, what would my, different haircut apps, you know what I mean? Like sitting there just kind of being like
Reface perhaps?
or yeah, I mean, like it's really, it's interesting how you can kind of just almost give just a little bit of a dopamine hit to make yourself feel better by filters or any of the things that you have to be able to adjust the way you look. I mean, I think I've always suffered a little bit from like a body dysmorphia, right? Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? I have. I think is it maybe
everybody does. I think.
Yeah, well, everybody does. It's the level of letting go that's different.
No, totally. But you can fuck with your appearance way easier now.
But that's not even worth doing in reality. If you make yourself look a certain way and then people see you doing, and then they get you in person and they're like, the fuck is that? That's like gross. Cut it out.
Yeah. It's like,
ladies, just so you know, guys are cool with how you look, period. You don't need bullshit. Damn. Or am I wrong?
No, totally. It's like,
no, you know me. I look, I'm a little worn in.
Yeah, when you fake everything about yourself online, yeah, and then people meet you and realize that they, it's like you ordered something from Temu. I can't believe how many people fall for those AI ads where it'll show like a little stupid stuffed animal that's like moving all realistically. And they're like, that's amazing. You've seen those?
I've seen just in general,
I've seen it all.
Yeah.
I've seen garden gnomes running around in people's security cameras. I tell you, they're real.
Yeah, we're stupid. We're stupid and AI knows it. And Big Daddy AI isn't here yet, publicly anyways, but believe me, it's coming a lot sooner than you think.
It's in certain places on the planet. It is coming to America soon. It is. Yeah. These fucking license plate readers and stuff that are going up in America now.
And that sounds like old tech.
Yeah. Well, it is old tech, and that's how they let it slide in. But there's a magic button in it that turns it into more. Now it can read your face and whatever else.
I think
it can see you driving to work, picking your nose or masturbating or fucking screaming at the guy next to you and send you a ticket for being a dickhead or whatever.
I think the government or some governments already figured out secretly how to intercept brain waves and frequencies, which is why we all joke now about, I was just thinking about that the other day, and it pops up on your phone all the fucking time. Never mind speaking it out loud. That's
1000%,
obvious.
1000%, but you are absolutely correct. It is declassified that the government can talk inside your head. This sounds ridiculous, but the voice in your head could be
they can direct frequencies that like vibrate the bones behind your ears and make you hear it in your that's the thing. I'm talking about straight up fucking no sound frequencies, just whatever electromagnetic frequency on the spectrum thought is that there's some type of antenna and devices that is actually scanning our thoughts.
Well, your brain is a sending and receiving unit.
Yeah.
It is.
I know. I mean, think about like Nikola Tesla understood how to transmit electricity in the early 1900s. That's insane. And we forgot about it. And I'm just now seeing like, a new scientific breakthrough in Finland or whatever. They're like, instead of using telephone wires, they're starting to transmit electricity from pole to pole wirelessly. Like it's some new fucking thing.
Wow. For many a year, I drive down the street and look at telephone poles and those stupid sagging wires.
Insane.
I look at them and go, well, that's proof that we're fucking cavemen right there.
Yep.
Because that would not exist if we weren't silly fucking cavemen.
I mean, dude, just the The fact that this thing that I can hold in my hand is like the key to the universe, yet to get electricity to it, there's wooden poles from
I'll tell you
1890 and a rat's nest of shitty wires.
When I go to bed at night, I put this on a silly little lamp, and I wake up in the morning, it's charged, and I don't plug it in.
And yeah, I know.
Okay.
Nikola Tesla figured that out in 1909.
And then Donald Trump's uncle took his work, skedaddled with it.
Right, it wasn't just him. There's a whole bunch of people.
But I think
skedaddled.
He was the head of the team, and they skedaddled with the trunks.
Sure.
Of, at least in the modern age, the most important information possibly. And, well, many a thing has unfolded since, which leads all roads back to Baron Trump.
Yeah. Baron Trump is Donald Trump younger. It's his time travel loop. It's his crossover loop. It's actually just Donald Trump ready to just replace him.
That's what it is, right? Yeah. A taller Trump.
Yeah, he's just
taller.
He came through
way more handsome,
the gate. Yeah, he got tall.
Less of a douchebag. Like all of the things that he isn't. I don't know. That's a great theory. But yeah, that kid doesn't check all the boxes unless he becomes some kind of monster. He doesn't check the boxes.
Well, we see what he becomes.
Oh, that's true. Old Trumpy in the 80s was one hell of a stud. He was in every fucking rap video. They're singing about him.
You'll see. You'll guarantee you're going to start to see Baron showing up in fucking rap videos.
He's in college now, and he's still not getting, he's not out there in the spotlight.
He's going to flip.
All right. I'm here for it because as the story goes in the book from 100 years ago.
Right. The last president.
Yeah. So it is Barron. We'll find out.
Fucking crazy.
That should make a fun reel. Bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
But if AI keeps getting as intense and developed as it gets, nobody will believe anything. So
we're already there.
So if we're already there, then what you're saying is people might be like, even if it is true, they might be like, nah, he's not the.
Well, it's not that nobody's going to believe anything. It's we've already reached the point to where people only believe what they want to believe, and that proof is provided for them.
Which you can do in any direction.
And that's my point.
With any
Either
subject.
way, no matter which way you go, you're gonna you can find confirmation bias in almost any fucking direction. At
like
this point. So,
we're in the woods and we have to make a fire, and it just rained last night. Are they gonna say, dude, you can totally light that fire with wet lumber?
That's a good point.
What?
Yes,
you can't think about
stuff like that.
Yeah,
it'd be like, well, you're out of your mind.
But that's what it's gonna take to shake everyone back down to a base line that we can all agree on.
Well, here's a big problem. We have millions upon millions of brand new retards that were trained incorrectly, and it's going to be very hard to retrain them. In fact, impossible.
You won't need to.
Okay, good. Why?
AI
what? You can't just say AI.
It's gonna fucking do everything. What are you talking about? Being trained to do what?
Like if we're talking about people, there's a certain demographic of people that aren't hyper intelligent anymore. Yeah, and
so the more that AI does, the less we would need them
to even try to become more intelligent.
Exactly.
So they just double down in whatever unintelligence they're living in. Do you understand? It doesn't get better, and it gets more frustrating for the people who aren't quite so stupid. It's a painful loop for the average person.
My brain just broke.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, why the hell do they have senators and like aliens and all that shit in Star Wars? If they're in the future, AI should have taken care of everything. They all show up. They're on their own little platforms. They're all talking to
Bing bong,
Queen
bing bong.
Amidala, whatever.
Right, but I mean, there's
Why do you still need living people? I mean, the way you say it, it sounds like AI like Skynet takes over everything.
But here's
and
the
they don't
thing.
need you don't need humans anymore.
AI isn't a character though, so it's not fun to portray like that. You can like Skynet. even Skynet. What was Skynet? Honestly, ultimately, it was a fucking robot or an arm.
Military intelligence.
Right, but it's not a character. And that's, I think, why we don't see some of that push that you're saying.
Okay.
Well, I mean, in the later films, Skynet became the main character. It was like a conscious thinking, planning.
Yeah, but isn't it more fun to have a villain and not just a...
It became a villain. They actually ended up putting a face to it, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
But yeah, it became very...
Well, that's what I think when people speak in terms of AI, it's like saying Q-tip or Kleenex. It's like...
No, I know it's like a general, I know, but I think eventually you'll have all these different programs, right? They're already affecting tech, you know what I mean? There's any job that's where a person's getting paid to stay at home and spend a couple of hours a day on their computer to do emails or inventory or whatever it is. Like, why would you be paying a person to punch keys on a computer when you can have the computer do it itself? So those jobs gone.
No, actually not. You know what? This is interesting. You say that, and a little weird, and it kind of brings, we can end on this, I think, but I saw some people's jobs now are going through the Epstein files. That's like their job is going through files. And, you know, like when you go to like Gmail or any of these things where these people have organized all of these things, like, I mean, fucking believe it or not, Epstein's creating a lot of jobs in the negative, positive, like a lot of content creators, a lot of like things like that. There's a lot of jobs being created off this, but
okay, so
it's weird. It's weird to even say, honestly.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, but still, like, what is the longevity to that? You know what I mean?
Hopefully not long, honestly, because it's getting tiresome. And once we start seeing some accountability, I think this will start to fade, but people are not going to let it go.
People are never going to see what they want to see, right? You might, like, look in England, you got a couple of arrests, but they're arrested and then they're released the next day. Nobody's done jail time.
Look, to do that to those people that they've done it to,
you have to go
it's a bold statement, and they're not doing it in America.
Right, fine. That's fine.
Even if it's for show, it's a bold statement.
Yeah, I don't know. And then there's the bureaucracy of it all. So there's trials that everyone's going to have to go through, and still you're talking about the highest levels of government and Department of Justice and banking. Literally everything is what these people were involved with. It affects the highest level. There's no one above them to truly punish them. So
was it Pam Bondi that said that shit? Oh, if we prosecuted everybody guilty or whatever, the system would fall apart.
It will. Yeah. And again,
shit, it should, right?
And it should, but we don't have anything ready to replace it. So you have to understand that if this shit really does go down, because it does have to, but there's going to be a period of darkness. There's going to be a real, I mean, you know what I mean? What if you lose your Netflix and your Pornhub and
your
PSP?
Period of darkness.
PS5.
The fact that you have Pornhub and whatever else, DVDs.
No, I'm talking about...
That's just more comfortable shit.
That's what I'm talking about. A period of losing the comforts that we've been given. We're fucking spoiled rotten as a country. And I'm not saying that there isn't suffering in this country, but for the most part, we are fucking spoiled. And a lot of people have gotten their hands really dirty and gross for us to have what we have. And I think if we really want accountability from the top, that we're going to have to sacrifice some stuff too.
I was just thinking that.
So you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself if you really want this, or would you rather just remain blissfully ignorant? And I think there are some people at the top that are they think they're doing the right thing by saving us from protecting us from this period of darkness. They're like, oh, you don't want to know what's in here. You're going to fucking ruin everything. You're going to lose all your toys. It's going to be ugly.
Yeah.
You don't want this.
The fucking the lizard people are real.
Whatever.
And they are eating kids, and you're being fed fucking people in McDonald's, and the whole thing's gonna come out, and everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck? And then the other people are gonna be like, yeah, I've been trying to tell you forever. You've been calling us stupid.
But a lot of people are gonna do the classic sort of just put their head back in the sand or earmuffs, like, oh, I don't want to think about that. I actually do just want to go back to my PlayStation 5 and my Netflix and fucking
fuck
off
those people.
Fucking sports. You know what I mean?
Fuck them.
Well, that's a lot of people do that. Just
It
aren't.
doesn't matter if you're because they're in their own head anyways. They don't want to be part of society, so they don't matter. The ones that come out and interact with other humans,
Yeah.
even if their opinions are different than mine or whatever, like theirs matters.
Yeah.
Because they're not living in a video game. So if you're going to be a fucking surrogate anyways, who cares what you think?
No, totally. I'm just saying, like, why, like, different levels to why they may be so desperately, so everyone involved in trying to protect the Epstein files or suppress them. I feel like there's probably some people in there somewhere that think, man, you don't want to see this shit. It's the end of the country, maybe worse.
Yeah, like the Wiener laptop stuff.
No, I'm not talking about the ones that are just in it for selfish reasons. Because
no, shit's so dark that it will upset the balance of your fucking humanity.
yeah. So what I'm saying is a choice. Like, yes, it is so evil that it should be exposed, but be prepared to also make a sacrifice. You know what I mean? We're not going to just sit comfortably from home going, yeah, we got them all. And then what?
No,
You know what I mean?
you're absolutely right.
So this is real shit.
Yeah.
Right now, we're just getting boners from like, oh, we're going to get him. We're going to get, and people are focused on, well, we're going to get, finally, Donald Trump, we're going to get him. And then the other side's like, oh, finally, Clinton's, we're going to get him. And you're like, you're just focused on this. You're looking at this like it's fucking football. But when the real shit comes out, it's going to be time to grow up. It's going to be like the whole planet learns that Santa Claus isn't real all at once. And
I think the rest of the planet has learned that.
a lot of them
we're
have.
fucking
That's true.
Slow in getting.
We're the youngest. Yeah, we're the fucking 16-year-olds that still believe in Santa Claus. And it's going to get it's going to be like, people shouldn't be so like thrilled and excited about it. It's gross, it's disgusting. You haven't even scratched the tip of the iceberg with how fucking dark this shit is, and you're about to maybe learn about it. And do you really want to? Do you want to lose a lot of the comforts and privileges that we have now to learn the truth? You maybe can't handle the truth, but it also has to happen.
I don't like that, Ben.
Yeah, it's like the Ark when it opened in Raiders.
Yeah.
First time I saw the face melting, I was like, that's it. I can't unsee that now.
Well,
I can't unsee that.
That's why Indy and Miriam have to shut their eyes.
But
that's like the Epstein files, dude. The Ark opens up and all the demons come out, and the only reason they got through it was because they fucking shut their eyes.
Well,
there's a lot of movie references in there. For all you
Always.
Star Wars nerds, I was trying to make an analogy. It wasn't a good one, but don't start saying,
I think
we're
life-
dumb. I already know we're dumb.
Yeah. I think life imitates art.